Hey guys, eqqoe here, and today I'm going to tell you a story about one of the most disgusting but funniest moments of my entire life. I thought of this story because I got sick from smoking a lot of weed the other day, and sometimes I'm just on the verge of vomiting. I hate that feeling so much. But as I was thinking of these bad times, this one time came back to memory, and it has got to be one of my best ever memories, but it's messed up and ridiculous. So I'll take you back to the good old days, back when I didn't have a care in the world. All I did was sesh and screw around with my friends. My friend Tony and I used to be like Scooby and Shaggy, inseparable stupid potheads, always causing issues in class, session together all the time. He joined the school in like year 10, so sophomore year, but this story takes place in my senior year, and it was just as we hit it off, instant friends. So like I've said in previous stories, I just wanted to smoke all the time before school. Tony would pick me up from mine, even though school was around the corner from my house, literally a 5-minute walk, and we would just go chop up in the park. This guy used to have a really nice car for a 17-year-old, but that was completely overshadowed by the fact that there was this bellowing smell of dirty bong water, rubbish everywhere inside his car. It's disgusting. As soon as you opened the door, weed was all you could smell. There was no hiding it at all. If he got pulled over, that would have been it. He would have been done. He used to keep a Gatorade bong in his car at all times, so he would pick me up at like 8 a.m. and would find somewhere to smoke until school started at 8:45, which is a weird time for school to start. What time does your school start? Because this sounds weird to me, 8:45, what is that? So this particular day, we're seshing hard, and back then we both used to spin, so we used to mix tobacco with weed. We call it spin because of the head spin you get from smoking unfiltered, disgusting tobacco. And bro, never mix tobacco with weed. If you do it now, please stop. It took me a really long time to get used to straight green, but now I can't imagine going back, and it's so much better for you. My lungs feel so much clearer. So he used to buy this brand of tobacco called White Ox, and this tobacco is by far the strongest cigarettes I have ever had in my entire life. Instant head spin, coughing like it was not enjoyable at all. It's disgusting. I don't know how much you have to hate yourself to actually enjoy these things, but apparently a lot of people did. So like I said, we'd find a park to sesh at. This one we went to was called the baseball fields because, there was a baseball field, and we're just hotboxing the shit out of his car. And I'm coughing so hard, I didn't realize it was White Ox at this point, so I said, bro, is this fucking White Ox? Is this that shit? He looks over to me, stoned to the core, and is like, yeah man, it's all I buy, it's cheaper, you get the strongest stuff and it's cheaper. So I'm like, yeah great, here we go again, my head is spinning, I feel disgusting. But we both just continue passing this shitty plastic bottle with a garden hose and cone piece mat over a Red Bull can, back and forth, ducking down every time a car went past because we're in our school uniforms and teachers drove through here all the time. But it finally gets to 8:40 and we're like, okay, we should probably pack up and go to school. So he starts driving us over to where we normally parked, which was on this main road right next to our home class. So it takes 30 seconds for us to walk in. He pulls up and parks, and as soon as he stopped, I just got this horrible, super overwhelming, dizzy, sick feeling in my stomach and head. I started spinning really hard. I opened the door to try to get out of the car, but my head's spinning so bad at this point that I sit down for a minute. Tony is sitting there laughing at me bro's too high, little pussy, all this shit talk. And I don't even care at this point. I'm just focusing on not dying. Keep in mind that I said he parked on a main road, and it's peak hour, so there's just a lot of cars. They're barely moving because there's heaps of traffic. We are just in plain view. Out of nowhere, I just look down at the gutter and I just start puking. And because I hadn't had breakfast yet, this vomit is clear and water and mucusy, and it's coming out of my nose. It's a mess. It's disgusting. I feel terrible at this point. So I'm probably vomiting for a solid minute, almost non-stop. I could barely breathe, and this fucking guy is just pissing himself laughing, literally greening out at 8:45 a.m. on a Tuesday. So he keeps talking shit and laughing, thanks bro for checking, I'm okay. And then suddenly he stopped, and I kind of freaked out because I thought, oh no, maybe a teacher is here or police pulled over or something. Thankfully I stopped vomiting, again after a minute like I said. I felt better, and I look over to him, and he is as pale as an A4 white piece of paper. Not 5 seconds later, this guy starts puking even harder than I was, and that was incredible. I've never laughed harder in my life than seeing this guy who was just talking so much shit about me, puking his brains out on the side of a main road. We were, I guess, browning out, tobacco poisoning, which is why we were vomiting. The spin was just too strong, it was disgusting. We were both 17, we hadn't had breakfast, both of us are 120 pounds, not even, and we couldn't handle it. So after he was done vomiting on the road, out the driver's side, so all the cars could clearly, plain view, see us, and we were finally done laughing, we both just grabbed our stuff, and just walked straight into school like nothing even happened. I remember I wasn't even high after I puked, it all just washed away. I puked it all up. and the first couple periods really sucked. Then the worst thing is, maybe the best thing, is that at lunchtime, only an hour and a half after we arrived to school, we went back to his car, seshed again, just in his car on the side of the main road, the exact same mix that made us both vomit. Of course, we're sitting in the car and we're just like, you know what, let's not go back to school, screw it. And that's what we did the whole way through high school. Vomited in the morning, seshed again at lunch, left the school in the middle of the day. That was classic. I look back at some of these times, like this story, and I just think like, I could never even imagine myself doing that now. Like, that's crazy. I don't even vomit from alcohol anymore, you know? I go out and I have like 3 drinks and that's it. And the same with weed, I only smoke a little bit and that's it. I can't imagine greening out or browning out ever. Can't wait to share more of these stories with you, because me and this friend had the best times in school ever. So funny. But until next time, vomit on the like button, subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching till the end of the video. This was eqqoe. See ya.